a podcast to honor the gods.
This better come with a sacrifice.
Dave X Media.
The bits.
Welcome to The Bits, hosted by your favorite jam buds, Robert.
And Charlie.
Why are we speaking like 1940s announcers, Charlie?
I don't know.
Well, what I do know, Charlie, is today we're looking at a brand new episode. Are you ready for the hunt, my friend?
I am on the hunt. I am on the hunt for gems.
The hunt, dear Watson, is afoot.
Gem hunt. Ha-ha.
We're looking today at Season 3, Episode 17, Gem Hunt, which premiered on August 1st, 2016. We're not gonna read any mail because next episode we might have a special occasion to read some more mail, so who's to say?
Who's to say?
Who's to say? But Charlie,
Robert?
we gotta start talking about Gem Hunt.
We do, because you know what this episode is? It's Connie's first mission. Connie's first mission.
Connie's first, yeah. It's Connie's first mission. Steve and Connie and Pearl warp to the Great North. Where the fuck's the Great Canada? Are they in Alaska? Are they in
Russia?
Russia?
Wait, Russia doesn't exist in this universe.
So it's like, where the hell are they?
Okay.
What does the Great North mean? What do we get when we click on the wiki?
Let's see. Does the Great North exist? Okay. Debut.
The Great North is Steven Universe's in-canon counterpart to Canada, and as its name implies, it is located north of the US. So they're in Canada right now.
That's where Pining Hearts exists. Oh my god.
This is me completely remembering for the first time that Steven Universe just does not have a Canada. So there's no Canada, there's no Russia. It's not New Jersey, it's Jersey.
Yeah, it's just
Steven
Jersey.
lives in Delmarva. This is a weird fucking, like,
I
there's
love
no
it.
copyright on countries and states. Like, you can say the name of countries and states.
But I think it's funnier because then you can make fun of, like, the place and, like, but you're not actually making fun of the place at the same time because it's a parody, you know?
True. I just still think it's really silly.
No defamation for New Jersey here.
I think we should all be defaming New Jersey constantly, every waking second of every single day. And
yeah, because fucking Robert lives there.
And thankfully, I have no one in the vicinity who can in any way, shape, or form defend New Jersey, the terrible state that I currently live in. Very terrible, with no one to defend it. I was hoping you would take the bait. Fellas, is it gay to rage bait your boyfriend?
Yes.
Rip.
Is it gay to have a boyfriend?
Yes. It's gay for either of us to be in a relationship because neither of us identify as cis. So just
But anyone who is attracted to either of us is therefore a little gay.
A little gay, automatically. Boom. So Steven is taking a lot of pictures with his phone per the request of Mr. and Mrs. Maheshwaran.
I love this. This is very cute. It's like we gotta document it. Okay, her parents are gonna be those parents, like what her first, like, you know, dance or something in high school. Like, okay, obviously Steven's taking her to like prom and homecoming, right? In our far future that we never see because they never age past 16. That clearly happens. They take a million photos. They are that family. I can't wait. That sounds so cute though. I love those kinds of things. I keep looking at this thing at the, like, in the first frame of this episode, they warp in front of a whaling stone, Robert.
They do.
And it is never brought up. This is important to me. That is a fucking gigantic whaling stone.
Well, you see, they don't have the proper connections because this is Canada and they have like different plugs and stuff.
True. I'm just imagining the devastation that thing caused when Peridot was sending out her signal before, anyone near that thing
would like explode.
would explode.
Have you ever looked at the science of like vibration, like sound vibrations? Like that shit is scary. There's a reason why you should like, there's a reason it's in the same ballpark. It's not the exact same thing, but there's a reason why you shouldn't go scuba diving near like a submarine that's using radar. That shit will apparently like tear you apart.
Fuck. Good to know.
So the photos that he wants Pearl and Connie to pose for include one where they're smiling, one where they look like they're looking for the monster, the third one like they made a joke, and the fourth one is for them to pose like the joke wasn't that funny.
Like, we don't need this, Steven. Like,
No.
I feel like the first two were good. The third one, you're starting to get a little silly, and then he's like, okay, I'm just trying to be, he's just Steven.
You're pushing it, Steven.
He really is. But he does keep taking pictures, which is important to this episode. Every time he takes a picture, it's important. He takes a picture while Connie and Pearl are talking about how far she's progressed and how it's like, this is so important. This is a milestone for you. So what is their mission, Robert?
Their mission is a gem recovery mission.
But relay what they're supposed to be doing. What are their orders specifically?
They're orders from Garnet, who doesn't appear in this episode. Garnet says something along the lines of like, oh, there's some like weird gem activity happening. They're probably corrupted gems. Go up and recover them.
Yeah, well, they have to hunt them first.
The hunt is afoot.
Hunt's afoot. But what's important is that Steven and Connie are packed and ready for this gem hunt, this mission today. Connie has everything you need to survive in the wilderness. And what does Steven have?
Board games, in case they get bored. I was telling this to Mac. I was like, oh, out of the two of us, who's the one who packs for the trip and who packs for fun? And he's like, dude, I pack everything. What the fuck are you talking about? Which is true, because every vacation that we've had, I'd be coming home from work and then we instantly hit the road. So yeah, he'd have our bags packed and ready to just hop in the car and be like, okay, off to Connecticut we go.
Wow. So nobody gets to pack for fun.
No, we don't pack board games. We're lame.
What board games do we think that Steven packed? Did he bring the, what's it called? Like the Kitchen Calamity?
We need to pull up the, like, there is a photo of all the board games in his little cabinet that are parodies of real life board games. We need to see which ones we think he brought. When Steven is going through the games he has, he references changed titles of some well-known, he talks about them. He doesn't show them. We have Not That Sorry, Non-Invasive Operation, Polly Polly, Toppler, and Don't Wake Father Figure. So out of those 6, which one do we think Steven brought with him? I'm going to say Toppler because Steven would absolutely bring the Jenga parody. I don't know. I feel like a lot of the adventures Steven's been on, he accidentally.
Game, though.
Are we going to argue the semantics of Jenga being a board game?
Yes. Because I played a lot of Jenga recently. And
Jenga is a board game.
It has no board. Yeah. You play it when you're bored, but it is not a board game.
Like playing cards, that's not a board game. That's playing cards. Jenga is a board game. Because it has pieces. It has pieces and it has the board of Jenga is whatever flat structure you're playing it on.
What?
Jenga is a fucking board game. I'm gonna fight you on this. I'll travel to where you are right now and shove Jenga in your face.
Google seems slightly split.
Google, listen, you think I'm not gonna fucking trust Google AI over the intricate question of is Jenga a board game?
No, the Google results.
Jenga is a board game. It is a game you play with various pieces.
Question for the episode. Is Jenga a board game?
That's going to be the poll. Is Jenga a board game? Yes or no? Yes or yes.
You're not allowed to say yes or yes. You're not allowed to say it.
Fuck you. I'll do yes or yes if I want to. Jenga is a board game. Listen, audience. Jenga is a board game. You play it. The board of the board game Jenga is whatever flat surface you happen to be playing on.
I'm going to ignore you now. So, monster is attacking because immediately there's a monster. Steven takes his picture.
Yeah, Steven takes his picture. Pearl is worried and, like, hey.
At first she's like, okay, that's a little bit big. And then a second monster, the same fucking size, appears. These are big boys.
Big boy or big girls, who knows? Or big gems don't have gender. So big.
I say boys with an I. Listen, big boys,
true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that has no gender.
Almost like you're saying Boise, Idaho.
There you go. I know somebody there.
we know someone there who has talked about being from Boise, former guest of the pod, Darian from Muses and Mythologies / Aragon and Back Again / defunct podcast, That's the Sitch, and also other defunct podcasts entering Storybrooke.
There we go.
RIP to some real bitches.
Our Rue Fire correspondent and scholar.
God bless. Steven bubbles up and tries to protect them at Pearl's request, and they prepare for battle until the corrupted gems like jump over them and run into opposite directions. So Steven and Connie are like, hey, what if we split up? And, Pearl goes for one monster, we go for the other. And Pearl's like, that's probably a bad idea. You're still my trainee, and you're Steven, Pearl's relationship with Steven is a bit complicated when you really look at it. Like, we think that Greg's relationship is complicated, like Pearl's, I think, is more.
Yeah. I mean, she's mom, but she's also the ex-girlfriend who now has to be the mother figure for her ex who turned into this child. Yay!
Eventually, Pearl concedes and she's like, okay, fine. But here's, Steven gives her a walkie-talkie that looks like Cookie Cat.
This is important to me that there's so much Cookie Cat merch. We had a Cookie Cat clock. We have Cookie Cat walkie-talkies. I love it. I love that we still have walkie-talkies in this media from 2016. Do the children know what walkie-talkies are anymore? I feel like they don't.
They should. Because Stranger Things, God, I don't want to talk about Stranger Things, but Stranger Things, because it's a show set in the 80s, but...
That's not helpful, though. That's not helping my cause, because that is, old... it's set in the 80s specifically, and this is set in 2016.
The 80s, but it is one of the most popular shows of all time. So yes, I feel like modern audiences, modern kids, modern teenagers who watch that show would know what a walkie-talkie is.
But they still think it is old technology, and I'm just sitting here remembering the old days when that was the cool thing that you wanted. But also, they did defeat those gem experiments at the hospital by themselves. And Connie's got this, cool survival book. And, clearly she has a ton of supplies. So, they're good. Everything's
clearly
good.
She has street smarts. But not, actual street. We're talking, forest smarts. Wood smarts. A little detail I loved is that there's a used sticker on the little survival book she has. So, hey, Connie Maheshwaran, proud supporter of the used bookstore. We love to see it.
It's good shit. So Pearl asked them to relay what they need to do by themselves, which is find the monster and call her. And then she's like, and who's your favorite gem? Pearl. It's very cute. They have split up. They're looking for clues. And we're not in Scooby-Doo yet, but we're getting there.
Yeah.
Connie is eating the snow from the tracks.
And she's like, it's fresh. I'm like, God, do you know how much shit there is in snow? Do you know how much shit there is in the rainwater that turns into snow? Oh my God. I don't want...
It's not yellow snow.
Yeah, listen, that's low-hanging fruit that I would not expect Steven Universe to grasp for. They'll have Steven pissing on the beach. Sure, fine, whatever. They're not gonna have Connie accidentally eating yellow snow.
No, but they could have made a yellow snow joke. They could have, and they didn't. I'm surprised.
Even making the reference, the allusion to yellow snow, I feel like that's cheap humor. Too cheap for Steven.
Yeah. Instead, we have Connie saying how the human race is going to cause its own demise. And goddamn.
Yeah, let's not worry about that. Hey, we're fine, guys. We're fine. Every climate scientist that I follow on the social media is panicking constantly all the time. We're fine. Anyway, Pearl calls on the walkie-talkie and she's like, hey, you two, you guys are humans. You need to eat. Honestly, I need that kind of notification every now and then of hey, you're human. You have to eat.
This is funny to me, though, because as a child, I feel like I didn't need to be reminded of that. I was just like, food. I want food.
Because as a child, for the most part, you always you always ate at the discretion of an adult. Either your parents serving you lunch, dinner, breakfast, whatever, or your friend's parents or you in school with a designated lunch time that you and a bunch of other kids all go to like clockwork every day.
But also, you're a growing child and you're always hungry.
It's weird when you become an adult and you're in charge of like feeding yourself and you have to do that shit 2 to 3 times a day ish to like be relatively healthy. And it's like, but I don't want to. And then it's like, yeah, you need to include, vegetables, some fiber. You should, eat some fruit, eat some whole grains, make sure to eat some lean meat, make sure not to use too many oils and this and that. It's like, I just want to eat like a cheeseburger every day. I can't do that.
You can do whatever you want, Robert. You'll do great. Clearly. I think you'll do amazing. You know what, Robert? I had my veggies today. I had soup.
Oh my God. Everyone ring your bells. Charlie had 1 vegetable.
No, I think there are like 2 vegetables in my soup. It's chicken noodle soup.
2 whole vegetables.
Okay, this is an interesting conversation that ends up happening here that we need to talk about. So Connie is talking about how these corrupt gems are like wild animals.
Mm-hmm.
And Steven's like, well, they didn't used to be. They were, they were regular gems, but now it's like they've forgotten who they were. And this just really got me thinking about Future again, because listen, every time I rewatch Steven Universe, I'd start thinking about Steven Universe Future again and how all of this ends up affecting Steven.
Right.
But especially, I'm sure like the theory is out there already, but like, do we know confirmation wise that like Monster Steven is a corrupted version of Steven?
Yeah, most definitely.
Because that's definitely how it seems to be described, especially here, by Steven just being like, yeah, it's like, they don't remember who they are anymore. And so they've become this. They don't even know how to form themselves. And it's like, that's literally what was happening to him in those final couple episodes, is he no longer had a sense of self. Yeah. Therefore, he became that. So it's interesting to think about.
Oh, it's very interesting to think about. The other thing that I was interested about, because the name of the protein bar is like Protes, I think. Yeah, Protes. It's called Protes. Protes. One of my things about my current life is that I'm trying to lose weight, eat more protein, eat more fiber, whatever. Every fucking company and their mother will release a new version of whatever they release. Like Uncrustables, for example. Uncrustables recently released a protein version of Uncrustables, which had like 4 more grams of protein for the same amount of calories, which is not great when the protein was already like 2 grams per the entire thing.
Yeah, well, we still following the tracks. Steven falls down a hill because he's being silly, and he falls into a snow pile. And Pearl's like, you know what? We're not fighting the monster. Maybe we need to go home. Maybe we need to just cancel this whole mission. And Connie's like, wait, we got this, Pearl. Okay? Trust me. I'm ready. I'm here to do this. And we get a cute little reference to their song.
Keep your stance when you
do it for her, do it for him. And they go back on their little merry way following these prints in the snow. And Steven's taking pictures of them. It's kind of cute.
It is cute. They keep and then they eventually take shelter from a blizzard. Connie is like, hey, we're going to take these pine needles and make tea, and that'll help us. And Steven sips that tea and he's like, wow, this is bad. And Connie's like, yeah, no. It's not supposed to be tasty. It's supposed to be healthy. I don't think there's any nutritional gain from boiling pine needles in water.
So she said it's supposed to be vitamin C rich is like the whole point. And it's so they don't get scurvy.
I don't think they're at risk of developing scurvy. Scurvy is when you're like away at sea for a long amount of time without fruits and vegetables.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Ye old pirates from way back when could have avoided getting scurvy if they brought like oranges with them or something.
I don't know. Clearly they didn't have any oranges on hand. Connie's just kind of gone insane this episode. I think it's so cute how this is like her whole thing is, I'm gonna survive and I'm gonna be great at it.
I'm a survivor.
You are? Really?
No, I died. I never survived anything in my entire life.
No! The dead meme page.
The dead meme page. Shout out to, if you weren't a member of the Deus Ex Media Discord a while ago, we just like wrapped up our yearly murder mystery game. I was the person who got killed, and it was very fun to be dead. I changed my name on the server from the damn meme page to the dead meme page.
Is it still the dead meme page?
It's still the dead meme page. I should probably change it to something for Christmas, like the jolly meme page or something, but that's for later me to
I'm
decide.
still Charlie Says Boo because, yeah. Listen, I'm still transitioning between Halloween and Christmas because I don't care about Thanksgiving as a holiday. It does not exist.
No.
Oh, this is when they found humanoid footprints. And okay, first we're like, wait, it's not Pearl, and it's not us. Whose footprints are these?
And that leads into them theorizing that, like, oh, maybe these gems are shifting between corruption and not corrupted, and that maybe there's a semblance of saving them. Because Steven's like, well, I can't heal them fully from corruption, but from like half corruption, maybe. You know, fair assumption to make, like fair deduction to make with all of the clues they have currently.
Robert, you're missing one crucial detail.
I'm not. Well, yes, I missed it, but I missed it on purpose so you could talk about it, Mr. Scooby-Doo podcast.
Connie made a reference to Scooby-Doo by saying, unless it's like somebody in a costume pretending to be a monster, that's why there's two sets of prints. But that only happens over property disputes. Or she says it only happens in cartoons and it's usually over property disputes. Hilarious, amazing, beautiful. So they're comfy cozy in this little like den that they have made for themselves. Did they make a fire? Oh yeah, Connie's got like a little fire thing going because that's how she made the tea. Mm-hmm. And then we hear growling and follow the footprints, and oh my goodness, is right there, and it can't climb up this cliff.
It can't. Why is it running away? Who's it running away from?
Yeah, it's scared.
They try to like sneak up behind it and like not make a lot of noise until Pearl's calling on the walkie-talkie, kind of being annoying and being like, hey, it's me. Hey, Connie, Pearl. Hey, forgive me for that joke earlier about who's your favorite gem. Don't tell Garnet. Hey, hello. I'm going to keep talking until someone answers.
I don't understand. I will keep talking until someone answers because what? Pearl.
Yeah. And Steven can't, he's like struggling to try to turn it off, but his mittens are slippery, so he can't.
He needs those like gloves that have the grippies so that you can use your phone and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't even have any of those.
Give Steven some fingerless gloves. They're cool.
I have fingerless gloves, and they're skeletal, so
of course they are.
I'm super duper cool.
Charlie, you should read the Lock Tomb series.
Probably.
It has skeleton gays and theys.
I've been told this. Yeah, so Steven attempts to talk to it. We love this, talking before fighting. He's like, don't worry, I can help you. Remember who you used to be. And it's not gonna work. We gotta bubble. We gotta hide. We gotta get the freaking walkie-talkie to tell Pearl, hey, we found it. Help us.
Yeah, Connie does this sick move where she like ducks underneath the corrupted gem, and then she calls Pearl, and Pearl's like, I'm on my way. But before that can happen, you know who shows up?
Whoa, Robert. Before that, I think we need to talk about what's happening to Connie in this episode, because it is very important for her character arc, is that she's freezing up here. She gets out her sword, and then she's like, what do I do? I'm not prepared. I can't fight. So, I mean, she's able to do this sick move to, call for help, but she's not able to try to fight this monster herself. And then, yes, plot twist, who could it be that comes here? It's the big buff Cheeto Puff. Dun, dun, dun.
Jasper's there, and she is the humanoid footprints with the corrupted gems. And she grabs this corrupted gem, fucking flips it over, starts punching it, and then grabs the corrupted gem and just like rips it off the light form and poofs the gem. Hard fucking core.
That is the most hardcore way I've seen anyone poof a gem in this series, is just to pull the gem itself out of like its physical form. And she reveals she also already has the other one. So she's got two giant monsters on her. Just as Pearl jumps down from wherever she was, it's like, I'm here. Jasper threatens them a little bit and leaves. Before, Steven can get a picture of her. But they're safe. Everybody's safe. Everybody's fine. They didn't have to fight Jasper today.
Not today. Jasper walks away. It's very funny to me that she just walks into the blizzard and she disappears. And I'm like, yeah, that is kind of how blizzards work. You walk 2 feet into a blizzard, you can no longer be seen by people. But also, it's so. I swear this is like a trope in anime or stuff like that. Like people like fading into the fog, fading into the blizzard. It's like
My favorite anime, Steven Universe.
again, this show is made by a bunch of weebs. I respect the hustle, but damn, if they're not constantly referencing tropes from anime.
Very badass. But she's gone. And so, hey, Connie is like, Pearl, I'm sorry. I failed today. And Pearl's like, you did exactly what you're supposed to do. You're just supposed to find the monster and call me. And, Connie has to be convinced a little bit, but they're all happy about it. Then they get a cute little selfie. Connie's first mission. Pearl looks like she's freaking sneezing in the picture. Sadly, the Maheshwarans are going to have to see that. And of course, the episode ends with Steven looking at the picture of Jasper.
While Jasper's holding the gems, Jasper is doing like a fucking wild face, my guy. Look at her. She's smiling wide for the camera, but like creepy wide.
Yeah, it got her good side. Which is to say,
Charlie.
all of them.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, Robert.
Are you ready to go to the Crystal Temple?
For some Crystal Temple trivia.
This episode's name was first revealed in the episode listing on the Cartoon Network website.
Connie has, in fact, been on a gem mission before. She went with the gems to try and get the ocean back in Ocean Gem.
I guess that technically counts.
It counts, but I feel like that was more like a dire situation rather than like a structured mission.
By that logic, Greg also went on a mission with the Crystal Gems.
Exactly.
And now for culture references, Connie talking about being prepared for peak oil and the fall of civilization is similar to Doomsday Preppers.
Did we expect Connie to be a Doomsday Prepper?
100%.
Stephen and Connie talking about people dressed up as monsters is a reference to the 1960s cartoon Scooby-Doo.
Ha! And now for Charlie's favorite section.
Continuity?
Pearl first sang Do It For Her in the episode Sworn to the Sword, which is where she's first started giving Connie sword fighting lessons.
Jasper makes her return since, alone at sea, she might have landed in the Great North after Lapis Lazuli used her powers to punch her.
That's quite far, damn. Stephen mentions Connie's experience fighting cluster gems from the episode Nightmare Hospital. Stephen
mentions healing Nephrite to Connie and how corrupted gems used to be like the other gems before. I'm surprised that the frickin' Wailing Stone thing is not on here. Listen, I'm still stuck on the fucking Wailing Stone existing in another place.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's not brought up again. It's fine. It's whatever. Charlie, who are you giving your Pearl points to?
I think the Pearl point just has to go to Connie in the episode because like this is like a very Connie centric episode.
I'm giving my Pearl point to Garnet, who absolutely knew the kind of nonsense that'd be happening up north. She's like, I'm not dealing with that. Pearl, Steven, Connie, go deal with that shit. I don't want to.
I want to know what Garnet and Amethyst are up to. If I can split my Pearl point, the second half of it is going to go to the Cookie Cat walkie-talkies.
Cookie Cat, he's super duper walkie. Cookie Cat, you can use him as a talkie. And now for our question. What the hell? I'm like, we have our joke question about is Jenga a board game? That's a poll. Answer that in the poll, please and thank you. What about, have you ever gone to Canada? Fuck it. I've gone to Canada. I went there for a weekend once. It was great.
I have been to Canada 3 times.
Let's make it a 4th for DashCon 2 Part 2.
I had to think about it. So I went to Canada twice on 2 different French trips. Well, technically it was the same French trip, but 2 different years of it in middle school. And I went to go see Niagara Falls. This is a story I must tell, Robert. Okay, give me a moment because we had a plan for the day. We were gonna go to Niagara Falls later in the day, and then my friend who was driving took a turn. And then we could not back up and go somewhere else. And we're like, okay, I guess we're in the road to go to Canada. We are not allowed to go backwards from here. We meant to take the turn later on this road. Oops, we're going to Canada now. So technically an accident, but also we were going to go anyway. So we had our passports and we're prepared. But it was still funny.
Oh boy.
Fun times.
Fun times indeed. But Charlie,
But Robert,
Thank you for making a podcast with me, pal.
thank you for making a podcast with me. And if every podcast were perfect.
We wouldn't have the bits.
Bye.
Bye. You can follow this podcast socials at The Bits SU Pod on Instagram and Tumblr. You can send a message to our dime line through thebitsSUpod@gmail.com. If you'd like to support us financially, join us at patreon.com/thebitssu. By becoming a patron, you can join the Deus Ex Media Discord server, where you'll be able to chat with us and other listeners about Steven Universe, or whatever else. Our $5 patron tier also gets you access to Steven's Room, our monthly bonus show. There, we'll talk about a wide variety of topics, which usually have something to do with Steven in some way. No promises.
You can check out our merch store, The Bits SU, on Redbubble to find custom designs made by Charlie, me. Or if you cannot do that or do not want to support us financially, we'd really appreciate a rating, a review, or letting your friends and followers know how much you love the podcast. It really helps. Our music was written and produced by Jason Hilton. You can find him at Negative Selections on Instagram. You can follow me, Charlie, at GreenPixie12 on most platforms. I also have an art Instagram at GreenPixieDraws. You can also hear my voice on 2 other podcasts. I co-host another podcast on the network with Ray called Of the Eldest Gods, where we talk about the mythology book series by Rick Riordan, starting with Percy Jackson. I also co-host a podcast with my buddy Ethan called Mysteries in the Machine, where we talk about all things Scooby-Doo.
You can find me, Robert, at the Damn Meme page on Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, and TikTok. If you want to hear more from me, check out my YouTube channel, also called the Damn Meme page, where I make videos mainly about Percy Jackson, but also sometimes other fun stuff. If you want to find me elsewhere in the podcast verse, you can also tune into my podcast, The Pit Crew, a show dedicated to dissecting the HBO Max medical drama, The Pit. The Bits is proud to be a part of Deus Ex Media, which features great podcasts like Of the Eldest Gods, a chapter-by-chapter Rick Riordan pod with mythological context and no spoilers.
Well, we finished the Percy Jackson series. Wait, what are we still doing here? And what is that music?
Oh, you thought it was over, bro? We're just getting started.
We are? Charlie, what's next for Of the Eldest Gods?
Well, Ray, it's time for us to go into our Egyptian era. We're gonna start the Kane Chronicles.
Oh, hell yeah! Wait, why do you have a glowing boomerang?
Don't worry about it. It's just my Egyptian magic wand.
Man, the Egyptian stuff isn't gonna be like the Greek stuff, is it?
Not at all. But we'll still cover mythology as it comes up in each chapter.
Are we gonna have cabins this season?
Nah, the Canes don't have cabins. So instead, I'm Charlie, following the path of Bast.
And I'm Ray, following the path of Geb.
Join us as we read The Red Pyramid, the first book of the Kane Chronicles, chapter by chapter.
Welcome back to Of the Eldest Gods.
Deus Ex Media.